Hello, you have only submitted your homework, I suppose. The others haven't submitted, right? Yes, Sankalpa, I know. You have only submitted. Rest of the students haven't submitted. I'm surprised. Why so? I haven't. I just went through your homework. I'll check it and I will. But others, I was just waiting. Three students haven't submitted. Arya, then I think. Yes, it's there in 11th standard. But you didn't submit, Sameer, na? Why so? Sankalpa submitted. Rest, none of them have submitted. Sameer, I was marking attendance. I also posted in the classroom. When was that? I didn't get. I got only yes. ह्याचा मिळाला मला संकल्पचा मिळाला बाकी तुमचे मिळाले नाही मला. Let me just check, huh? Anyways, we'll go further today. Let us start with our chapter. Okay. So last time, do you remember we just any difficulty? Sorry, I haven't presented any difficulty with respect to last time's class. Yeah, any difficulty with last time's class? पुढे जायचं का आपण गेल्या वेळच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये काही डिफिकल्टी आहे? दोन क्लासेस झाले आपले राईट त्याच्यामध्ये काय डिफिकल्टी what happened nobody is answering shall I go further
Ma'am, actually, we have written in the chats, but you have to scroll it.
you all have written in the chat okay I'm sorry no yeah FYGC yes no go ahead okay fine thank you okay I missed it yes so let us go ahead Newman projection formula Fisher projection formula that is quite clear with you right okay so बेसिक प्रिन्सिपल्स वी स्टार्टेड विथ आय एम जस्ट एक एकदा मी फक्त वाचून घेते सो इज माय स्क्रीन विजिबल राईट there's no problem with my screen and also my voice yes yeah no problem what's problem Suraj I didn't follow you I am asking you if there is any problem so what's your problem I had submitted, I had given you all a homework, so some of you haven't submitted. That was we were discussing just now. Anyways, So now let us go ahead with the topic. In the topic also, I asked others that whether there is any difficulty with respect to what we had done last time. So before that, let me just continue. And before I start with it, let me just revise this. We had talked about Lewis dot formula last time, then condensed formula. Before that, there was this line formula, which is the structural formula, which we call it. Then you can have condensed formula, also molecular formula can be done, which is the smallest of all. Then you have zigzag formula. Zigzag formula, you represent carbon, hydrogen, other heteroatoms need to be shown in a zigzag formula. Then this was something for homework, right? Yeah. So I have to check it and then I'll assign marks. This time I just went through it, but I didn't see others therefore. So next time we'll discuss this. I just saw Sankalpas and it seems to be correct. Let me just properly go through it. Then we talked about wedge line formula, wherein the thick line tells us that the bond is coming towards us, and a dotted line tells that the bond is projecting behind. And the remaining lines which are there, they tell you that the they are in the plane of the paper. So these are the lines which tell you that they are in the plane of the. Based on this, also you have a Fisher projection formula which we did. I gave you a homework also with respect to this. The bonds which are there on the dotted line should be there on the here on the vertical line, and those bonds which are on the, one moment, let me use pen. So these bonds should come on the vertical line, and the bonds which are the groups, not bonds, the groups which are there on the horizontal or the thick line should come on the horizontal line. And the dotted line, this is the dotted line, this is the dotted line, it should be a part of the vertical line. And the bond which are on the thick line, they should be the horizontal line. And where they intersect, that tells you that it is a chiral carbon atom. Chiral means a carbon atom which is attached to four different groups. So remember that these carbon atoms are attached to four different groups. This is one group, this is another group, this is another group H, and this is a fourth one, which is considered as a whole group for this carbon atom. Okay, and for carbon, you can number it as carbon. You can number it as carbon atom 1, and you can number it as carbon atom number 2. Okay, so for carbon atom number 1, carbon, you know that it is tetracovalent. So therefore, these are the three groups, and this whole thing is the fourth group. Same thing can be said about carbon atom number 2. Carbon, again, carbon has this unique property of catenation and formation of bonds, double bond, triple bond, and that is the reason why carbon has so many different compounds, interesting compound, and it is one of the in the periodic table, the number of compounds, if you consider of all the elements in the periodic table and that of carbon, then you will see that carbon surpasses all the other elements in forming compounds. Because Suraj, I didn't get classroom notification. Suraj, you will have to check it into the Google Classroom. I had assigned, because in that only I think 4 names are there, to those I have assigned. So therefore, if your name is not there, then you'll have to tell madam to add you or sir to add you into it. Huh? Others, just check it, please. Let me just confirm what exactly, how many students are there with us. Sankalpa is there, Arya is there, Suraj. I think all the names are there actually, should not be a problem. Anyways, coming back to again our chapter, I was just talking about once done with the Fisher. Then I told you about the Newman projection formula. Can anybody tell me in the Newman projection formula how? First, tell me how is it placed? Fisher projection formula with the plane of the paper. How is it? Parallel or perpendicular? Fisher projection formula. Parallel or perpendicular with the plane of the paper. Fisher projection formula is parallel. Yes, Sankalpa. Then why a question mark over there? You were not confident? Okay, we are right. It is parallel. And what about Newman projection formula? It is parallel or perpendicular? Very correct. It is perpendicular, true. And how do you represent the front carbon atom and how do you represent the uh, back carbon atom? How is the front carbon atom represented? Yes, by a circle and front by a dot. Very correct, very correct. You have done the homework. I saw these structures. You have already done ethane structure, and I'm very happy that you are able to answer it. So now I'm just putting in what Sankalpa told just now with respect to that. This is it, that whenever you want to represent the carbon atom in case of Newman projection formula, you represent it as a circle. I'm not very good at drawing the circle. Let me just take the help of this diagrams over here. Yeah, I'm taking this. This is the back carbon atom if you have to represent it, and then maybe we can take this color. This will, this is the center, so I'm putting in this, and from here, this is my front carbon atom. Again, this lines are not coming good, so I'm taking the help of this. So here, if I put in this is one, this is another, and this is the third one. Okay, another one is, and this is, these are the hydrogens which are coming from the back carbon atom. Fine, yeah. Let us take another example. Another example means I'm drawing the two forms of. So dot represent the front carbon atom. You should be doing some thicker dot. I just, this pen is not allowing me to do a thicker dot. Yeah. Now can you tell me if this is my structure A and this is my structure B. Okay, this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen. Now, out of these two structures, Sankalpa, you are not going to answer because let others answer this. What is it? Suraj, dot as front carbon atom. Yes, circle around the back carbon atom. Very correct. Now, Sankalpa, don't answer. Now, I want the others to answer me. If A, what is it, this structure known as, and B, what is that structure known as? A is what? B is what? I have shown two structures of ethane. Last time I had shown you with the model also. Can anybody else answer me this question? Arya is there, Samir is there, right? Four students are there today. Arya, is she there? Somebody had joined in. Who else is? Yeah, Arya is there. Then Sankalpa is there, and today who is there? Suraj is there, right? So can, then okay, fine. Then either Suraj or Sankalpa, can you tell me what are those two structures? Structure A is what and structure B is what? Structure A and structure B. Yes. Structure A is eclipse, very correct, and structure B is staggered, very correct, very beautiful, nice. Okay, so let us go back to the, yeah, this was my presentation. and I'm just rubbing this. Okay. Now coming back to our chapter, then after that we are going to sawhorse, or this is similar to Newman projection formula, but in this what you see is that you see that the bond is kind of it makes an angle of 45 degrees with respect to the paper. Now I'm switching on my camera just before we go for, see, so there are different kind of, what I showed you was a ball and stick model. When I always show you, that is called as the ball and stick model. So I'm just going back to, so if you, let me just do it one last time so that it is clear in your heads with respect to. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, so now let me just show you, look at this model, and this is the ball and stick model. This is the ball and this is the stick. So therefore it is called as ball and stick model. Here you can see the Newman projection formula which I was talking about just now. You can see that this is the front carbon atom which we are talking about, which is just a point you represent, and behind that you have the circle which shows the back carbon atom, and then this is the eclipse form. This is nothing but, say this is a green color, actually it should be white for ethane. This is nothing but the structure of ethane. You can see that one carbon, second carbon atom. Normally black color represent carbon, and then you have the other the white colored balls which are supposed to be the hydrogen. I have just put in here, normally green represents fluorine or chlorine, brown represents bromine, so oxygen is represented as red. So here I'm just put in just so that you can see the movement of the group which is on the front carbon atom. That is the reason why I have just put in over here. But this is called as a Newman projection formula. These are the three hydrogen of the front carbon atom. These are the three hydrogen of the back carbon atom in case of ethane. And the moment I shift it like this, see, this is how perpendicular to the screen. Supposing this is a screen which you're considering, so this is perpendicular to the screen. And if you slightly turn it, so it makes an angle of 45 degrees. So this is with respect to the paper. You can see that it is making an angle of 45 degrees. Then this is called as sawhorse projection formula, which indicates all the central CC bond. This is the central, it shows the central CC bond. हा जो मधला बॉन्ड आहे त्याला सेंट्रल सीसी बॉन्ड आहे. 45 डिग्रीचा हे केल्यानंतर तो आपल्याला सॉहॉर्स म्हणतात ह्याला. आणि ज्या वेळेला हा परपेंडिक्युलर असतो त्यावेळेला इट इज द न्यूमॅन प्रोजेक्शन फॉर्म्युला. आता मागचा कार्बन ॲटम जर स्टेडी ठेवला, इफ आय कीप द लास्ट कार्बन बिहाइंड कार्बन ॲटम, backside carbon atom steady, and if I go on rotating the front carbon atom, you can see that if I rotate it by 60 degrees, it shows a staggered conformation. Again, if I rotate, you can see that this green ball is shifting it position. So again, another 60 degrees, you can get the eclipse conformation. Another 60 degrees, you get another staggered conformation. Again, you can go further to get another eclipse, and then a staggered, and then an eclipse. So this is what we are talking about, Newman projection formula and rotations. Out of this, the staggered conformation and eclipse conformation, let me just ask you, which conformation do you find it as more stable? Can you tell me your what do you say, your perception? I mean, which one do you find is more stable, eclipsed or staggered? Eclipse. Do you find it more stable? See, eclipse मध्ये काय होतात हे जे आहेत ना, ultimately groups means what? Electrons. So these are electrons which are bonded electrons. So they are near to each other. And this kind of an arrangement is less stable than this kind of arrangement wherein all the groups are away from each other. So here you can see that they have more space, so there is less torsional strain. ह्याला म्हणतात torsional strain, and that is the reason why staggered conformation is always more stable. So to me, potential energy diagram kadla, if you show, I mean, I'm just going to this. Yeah, if you show staggered and eclipse la jar tumhi asं दाखवलं, otherwise I can show it on the screen itself. Yeah, supposing ata this is my staggered conformation. So if I have a potential, this is yeah, this is E versus just want to put it over here so that people can. This is supposing angle of rotation. This is angle of rotation. And this is energy. If it is going this way, then you can have always a downhill and a uphill, and then a valley, and then again an uphill, and another valley and uphill. And you can always see that the eclipse conformation, eclipse conformation will always be on this ikde valley. Valley ne, on the mountain, and then again as it starts going into the staggered conformation, you will see that it is coming into the valley. Then again ज्या वेळेला तो second eclipse ला जायला लागतो त्यावेळेला it will move up. It requires energy. म्हणजे if you give energy, then it requires 12 kilojoules of energy at room temperature, and then only. So most of the time your ethane molecule is when it is at rest, it is in the staggered conformation. But since 12 kilojoules is not a big energy, you can see that it can go into the eclipse conformation. Then again, when it is going to the staggered conformation, it will come down. Puna, if it is going to the eclipse conformation, it will go into the on the mountain. So this is the energy, potential energy versus the angle for this molecule. If you can see on the Google search, you'll see that this is something like a structure which when you go to higher standards, when you take chemistry, you'll be talking about this kind of a structure. For have you understood this? What I told you, and have I shown you some different molecules, methane वगैरेचे मी दाखवलेले आहेत तुम्हाला आधी structures जे ह्याच्यामध्ये models दाखवले. सुरुवातीला I have shown you ना these balls and socket, methane, ethane, butane, ही structures दाखवली आहेत ना. You've seen them, right? Okay, fine. So let us go now back to our this. I will switch off my camera. Okay. Now coming to, yeah. So now here we are, that molecular models are used for an easier visualization of three-dimensional shapes of organic molecule. Three types of molecular models are common. They are framework model. You know, you have this kind of a framework model. It's like a frame. Then you have ball and stick model, जे मी आता तुम्हाला दाखवलं. In this model, a ball represents an atom and a stick a bond. Okay, so this is what is a ball and stick model, which we saw just now. And space filling model. Space filling model, it emphasizes on relative sizes of each atom. Bonds are not shown. ह्याच्यामध्ये you don't see the bonds at all, like these kind of bond. Here you can see the bonds also, but here you are not seeing the bonds. Only thing is it talks about the each atom. Bonds are not shown. It conveys volume occupied by each atom in the molecule. Nowadays, computer graphics can be used for molecular modeling. So you can make molecular models using a computer. Fine. So this was the basics of just to begin with. Now we go to actual how organic compounds are divided into. Fine. So let us have, this is kind of a tree of classification of organic compounds. So now you can see that organic compounds are classified into acyclic or aliphatic. acyclic means there are no ring structures, they are straight chain compounds, open chain compound. Then cyclic, that is closure. Now cyclic can be further divided into homocyclic. Homocyclic means same atom, म्हणजे कार्बनच आहे त्याच्यामध्ये. And heterocyclic म्हणजे besides carbon you also, hydrogen is considered there because carbon valency needs to be filled by hydrogen. So when I say carbon म्हणजे आपोआप त्याच्यामध्ये हायड्रोजन आलंय. नाही तर तुम्ही म्हणाल की मिस पण हायड्रोजन आहे, तर हायड्रोजन ए कॅनॉट बी एक्सक्लुडेड आउट. कार्बन बरोबर हायड्रोजन नाही तर कार्बनची व्हॅलन्सी कम्प्लीट होणार नाही. त्यामुळे कार्बन आणि हायड्रोजन मिळूनच ते ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाऊंड होणार. पण होमोसायक्लिक म्हणजे फक्त कार्बन हायड्रोजन हायड्रोकार्बन. हेट्रोसायक्लिक म्हणजे बिसाइड्स कार्बन यू ऑल्सो हॅव सम अदर elements such as nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur. Okay. आता homocyclic are further divided into alicyclic. See, listen, this is acyclic and this is alicyclic. Alicyclic means just cyclic compound. Say for example, like how it is, I'm just going with this. हे म्हणजे स्ट्रेट चेन कंपाऊंड. समजा मी असं काढलं CH3 that is aliphatic. Yeah, so when I'm talking about, say for example, ह्याच्यामध्ये I am just showing CH3 and CH3. Okay, hey, this is my straight chain compound, or rather I can show it this way, right? Butane दाखवते. Okay, this or propane. This is your CH3, you have CH2 and CH3. This is straight chain, or you can have branchings also. Then cyclic compounds are further divided into homocyclic. Cyclic compounds can be like this. Say for example, butane acyl. This is a cyclic butane. Now this cyclic butane, this is one example. Heterocyclic acyl, that you also have another compound into this. Heterocyclic मध्ये you have say nitrogen into this. This is one example with nitrogen. ह्याच्यामध्ये homocyclic मध्ये nitrogen I am putting this becomes an aromatic compound of course. But heterocyclic compound. Homocyclic मध्ये alicyclic आहे बघा. हे acyclic आहे. This is, remember, this is acyclic and this is alicyclic. Alicyclic म्हणजे हे जे मी इथे काढलंय, this is one example of alicyclic. Okay, ते मी इथे काढते. Say for example, cyclopropane. ह्याला म्हणतात cyclopropane. ह्याला म्हणतात cyclobutane. Why? You can see 1, 2, 3 carbon atom. You have 4 different carbon atoms, so cyclobutane. Okay, then you also have aromatic compounds म्हणजे these are special type of compounds with benzene ring. ह्याच्यामध्ये benzene ring येते. आणि non-benzenoid aromatic compound. Non-benzenoid aromatic compounds, there are certain compounds like azulenes, and these are also aromatic compounds, but they are not like benzene. Say for example, you have cyclic structure with an anion. Suppose no. Cation. How many this? Yeah, 2 electrons. 4n plus 2 pi. If you are, this is now something as non-benzenoid aromatic compound आहे, म्हणजे benzene ring ज्याच्यामध्ये नाहीये. Then you have heterocyclic aromatic compound. This is one example. You also have another example of a 5-membered ring. I don't worry, तुम्हाला यातलं काही कळत नसेल तरी आपण जसं पुढे जाऊ तसं तसं पुन्हा एकदा हे एक्सप्लेनेशन येणार आहे. आणि heterocyclic non-aromatic compound, ह्याच्यामध्ये aromatic नाही आहेत, but they are just having you have this oxygen atom into this. Say for example, this is a 6-membered ring, but you have, instead of carbon, you have oxygen atom in this. So such compounds are not aromatic, but they are containing heterocyclic compounds. Okay, so have you understood that this is the tree of classification of organic compounds? So How are organic compounds classified into this? Aromatic means what? Aromatics means actually these have the special characteristic. Previously, these compounds were called as aromatic because they thought that these compounds. What is the difference between aromatic and alicyclic? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That in this case, for example, let me go back here. Yeah. Now, when I'm talking about aromatic compounds, see, normal compound, these are cyclic compounds. Okay, हे जे आहे ते cyclic compounds आहेत. असं जे आहे ते, this is cyclopentane. Why? Because there are say for example, this is cyclopropane. ह्याला म्हणतात cyclopropane because ह्याच्यामध्ये 3 कार्बन ॲटम आहे आणि ते cyclic आहे. This is called as cyclobutane. These are 4 carbon atom. This is called as cyclopentane. Okay, and cyclopentane 5. And this is what is called as, just just give me 5 minutes. I'll take this call. Yeah, hello. हाँ 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 अरे वाह, सो नाइस. हाँ. Yeah, sorry, this was an important call, so I had to take the call. Okay. So where was I? I was now we were talking about these are certain alicyclic compound. Now say for example, I am drawing. I think I'll use this. थोड़े thick करते हैं. आता I am drawing cyclopropane पण cyclohexane. This is called as cyclohexane, and this is one compound and this is another compound. Why this is cyclohexane? Because there are 6 carbon atoms. Which 6 carbon atom? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. And ikade, all these valencies are H2, hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay? Okay. Now you can see that in this compound and this compound, what is the difference? Here you can see that this is unsaturated. This is highly saturated. This is unsaturated, but it is not an alkene. This compound has a special property. It has got very low energy because of this. These compounds are these because they are they show resonance. When you represent this compound, you show it in a different manner. This is one way you represent it, and you can also represent it this way. So because of this representation, it has got some unusual stability, and the actual structure is a resonance hybrid. So such compounds, we'll be learning about them in the other chapter. So such compounds have unusual stability. They are highly unsaturated. They do not show addition reaction. Ideally, addition reaction is the property of alkenes, but they are not alkenes. They show substitution reaction. Such compounds with these properties are called as aromatic compound. I'm not going much into details, otherwise it will be very difficult for you to understand. So you can presume that they have unusual stability, and they are different class of compound, aromatic compound. Most of our majority of organic compounds are aromatic compounds, and so many other polymers and all are also being make use of aromatic compounds. I hope I have helped you into this, Is it clear what I have told? Is it clear what I have told? Just let me know. So this is what I was trying to tell you. Let us not go into details. म्हणजे aromatic compounds आपल्याला पुन्हा एक चॅप्टर आहे, त्याच्या वेळेला आपण बोलूया. आता सध्या एक लक्षात ठेवा, इट इज अ डिफरंट मॅडम देन व्हॉट इज अ डिफरन्स बिटवीन बेन्झिनॉइड aromatic. आता बघ, देन संकल्प राईट नाव इफ आय गो इनटू दिस डिटेल मग आपला हा चॅप्टर राहील. आता लक्षात ठेव की aromatic compound they have two types, benzenoid and non-benzenoid. आता जे मी दाखवलं that was a benzene ring, and those compounds which have, then I'll have to go into the entire chapter. Okay, so we can talk about that when the chapter comes, or else especially when we have time later on we'll talk about that. Ha, नाहीतर आपला आजचा हा chapter राहून जाईल. Already this chapter is very big chapter. Okay, so understand that. So let us complete this. Huh? So now, as I was talking about, have you understood this classification? Organic compounds are divided into, first thing is that acyclic and that is aliphatic compounds and cyclic compound. Cyclic compounds are further divided into homocyclic and heterocyclic. Homocyclic are further divided into, that is very important because they can ask you these questions. Homocyclic and heterocyclic. Homocyclic are further divided into alicyclic and aromatic. Aromatic are further divided into benzenoid and non-benzenoid. Heterocyclic are further divided into heterocyclic aromatic and heterocyclic non-aromatic compounds. As you said, aromatic compounds, it is a different class. We'll talk about that later on. Is the classification clear? Then we can go further. कळलंय ना? म्हणजे ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाऊंड जर बघायला गेला तर स्ट्रेट चेन कंपाऊंड आणि सायक्लिक कंपाऊंड एवढं लक्षात ठेवायचं. सायक्लिक कंपाऊंड्स आर डिवायडेड इनटू होमोसायक्लिक आणि हेटेरोसायक्लिक. होमोसायक्लिक मध्ये कार्बन आणि हायड्रोजन असतात. हेटेरोसायक्लिक मध्ये ह्यांच्या व्यतिरिक्त अजून एक ॲटम असतं. ओके, आणि त्याच्यानंतर वी टॉक अबाउट then we talk about heterocyclic benzenoid and non-benzenoid aromatic compound, and then heterocyclic are further divided into heterocyclic aromatic and heterocyclic non-aromatic. Fine. Now let us go back to this. Construct a model of propane molecule. Which atoms are on the surface of the molecule? Which atoms lie in the core of the molecule? So here you will need a ball and this. The carbon atom bonded to each other lie in the core of an organic molecule and are described as the carbon skeleton of them. It is the carbon skeleton of a molecule that decides its shape and size. A variety of carbon skeleton are found in different organic compounds, and accordingly they are classified into various types as shown in figure. Okay, so now this is a molecule of propane. One moment. I will just construct that model over here once again. Okay, let me just let me show my camera. Okay, here you are. Now look at this. This is the, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. This is now ethane, right? This is ethane, correct? Now, yeah. Then what is this? Methane, correct. आता मीथेन मधला एक हायड्रोजन मी काढला. Okay. Then this becomes, see, I have removed this hydrogen. एका साइडचा हायड्रोजन काढलाय. हे बघा, ह्या इथला मी हायड्रोजन काढलाय. Okay. What I have done is I have removed this hydrogen, methane चा, and I am removing one hydrogen from ethane. Okay. And ह्या इथेन मधला एक हायड्रोजन काढला. हायड्रोजन म्हणजे स्टिकच काढले मी, हायड्रोजनचा बॉन्डच काढलाय. मिथेन मध्ये मी फक्त हायड्रोजन काढलाय, बॉन्ड ठेवलेला आहे. आता मी काय करणार, आय एम अटॅचिंग दिस. दिसतंय ना सगळ्यांना? आर यू एबल टू? आय नो द लाईट इज फॉलिंग ओव्हर हियर. देयर इज नो. ओके, फाईन, गुड. सो नाव आय एम डुईंग इज दॅट आय एम अटॅचिंग माय मिथेनचं जे मिथाल रॅडिकल म्हणतात तो लावला इथे. ओके, नाव कॅन यू अंडरस्टँड व्हॉट मॉलिक्यूल इज फॉर्म्ड ओव्हर हियर? Propane, yes. This is one carbon atom, this is second carbon atom, and this is third carbon atom. Now you can see that the carbon atom which is there, this is in the core of the molecule. ह्याला म्हणतात core मध्ये आहे. Okay. So this is in the core, आतलं. Core म्हणजे आतमध्ये कुठचे आहेत. So these are hydrogen are outside, and this is, and you can see, oh sorry, you can see that these hydrogen are outside, whereas the carbon are inside there. So these carbon they form the skeleton. ह्याला म्हणतात स्केलेटन जे आहे ते. हे मॉलिक्युलचा सांगाडा जो झालाय तो, आणि सांगाड्याचा आधार कोण आहेत? हे जे कार्बन आहेत ते आहेत 3, आणि त्याच्या बाहेर जे आहेत ते हायड्रोजनचे बॉन्ड्स आहेत. दॅट इज व्हॉट दे वॉन्ट टू टेल. इज इट क्लिअर टू यू पीपल? ओके, गुड. नाउ लेट अस गो बॅक. Okay. Now coming to the carbon atom bonded to each other lie in the core of organic and are described as carbon skeleton. It is the carbon skeleton of the molecule that decides its shape and size. So we saw that this is a 3 carbon atom skeleton. A variety of carbon skeleton are found in different organic compounds, and accordingly they are classified into various types as shown in figure 14.6. आता 14.6 कुठे आहे? Yeah, okay, according to this tree of the skeleton. Fine. Now, acyclic. Now we are talking about acyclic or open chain compounds. These are also known as aliphatic compounds. Okay, आता हे जे आहे, this was open chain compound. We can make a cyclic model also of this. These are known as aliphatic compounds. Molecules of these compounds have chains of carbon atom. These may be straight chain formed by carbon atoms bonded to one or to other carbon, or branch having at least one carbon bonded to 3 or 4 other atoms. Okay, so you can see that propane is a straight chain. N-propyl alcohol, but this is an example of isobutane. So we can have a look at isobutane structure also. I can show you that isobutane structure also. Okay, again I'm switching on my camera, and then okay, now tell me, okay, now tell me what is this structure? What is this structure? Just the lighting. What is this structure? Butane, very correct. You have written it as butane. Fine. Ata butane is it a straight chain or branch structure? It is a straight chain or a branch structure? Is it branch? Branch वाटतंय. हायड्रोजनला ब्रांचिंग म्हणू नका. हा, संकल्प correct. Suraj, it is not a branch. Hydrogen is not branching. These are not called as branches. These are just shown as a structure model. आता branch structure बघायचं असेल तर look at this structure. So this is the difference between these two structure. हे जे structure होतं हे मी तुम्हाला आधी दाखवलं होतं, which is not a branch structure but it is a straight chain structure. जसं आपण प्रोपेन केलं तसंच हे त्याचं पुढचं ब्युटेन. आता बघा हे structure. Now this also has, tell me how many carbon atom does it have? This molecule, how many carbon atom does it have? 4. Correct. म्हणजे this is nothing but there is a branching over here. This is your branching. 1, 2 and 3. Second carbon atom ला आपल्याला एक branching मिळालंय. Okay, you can imagine Suraj. Can you imagine this? This is called as carbon ला branching बघायचं. Hydrogen is not there. ते त्याचे bonds करून दाखवलेलं आहे आपल्याला, spread out करून दाखवलेलं आहे. Okay, so आता इकडे बघ, कार्बनला दुसरं कार्बन ब्रांचिंग आलेलं आहे. So this is something as branching of carbon. आता हे सेम स्ट्रक्चर ह्याचं होतं, कोणाचं, ब्युटेनचं. समजा मी आता हा इकडून काढलं ह्या इथून ब्रांचिंग आणि मी हे इथे लावलं साईडला अँड देन आय एम पुटिंग इन इकडे. तर देन यू कॅन सी दॅट अगेन इट इज फॉर्मिंग अ स्ट्रेट चेन ब्युटेन मॉलिक्यूल. CH3, CH2, CH2 आणि CH3 हा जो आहे तो ब्युटेन स्ट्रक्चर आहे. तर तो आता ब्रांचिंग करते वेळी मी काय केलं, मी हा शेवटचा कार्बन जो आहे CH3 ग्रुप तो मी काढला, शेवटचा CH3 ग्रुप मी काढला आणि इकडचा जो मधला कार्बन दुसऱ्या नंबरचा कार्बन ॲटम तिथे जो H होता तो काढून मी शेवटी लावला, शेवटी म्हणजे तिसऱ्या कार्बन ॲटमला लावला आणि दुसऱ्याला मी हा जो काढलेला होता तो लावला. सो यू कॅन गेट अ ब्रांचिंग फ्रॉम दिस. ओके, fine, yeah. So this is something which I wanted to show you with branch structure. हे जे आहेत, these are still called as aliphatic compounds. Okay, मी camera बंद करते. These are still called as aliphatic compounds and because they have branch chains also. This is here you can see. आता जे structure बनवलं ते मी हे बनवलं होतं. It was isobutane structure. This was the structure, isobutane structure. आणि हे जे आहे हे अल्कोहोलचं स्ट्रक्चर आहे. अगेन इट इज अ स्ट्रेट चेन स्ट्रक्चर. एवढं लक्षात. Anyways, now coming to the next part. Now coming to the next part is cyclic compound. These are compounds in which molecules are formed by joining atoms to form ring like structure. म्हणजे आता आपण काय केलं, we just now studied was cyclic, acyclic, aliphatic, open chain बघितली आणि आता आपण बघतोय cyclic compound. Cyclic compounds are formed by joining atoms to form ring like structure. Okay, that also we can do and we can see it into the model which I will try to show you so that it is easy to understand. The compound in which the ring is made of only carbon are known as homocyclic or carbocyclic. हे जे आहे homocyclic, other name is carbocyclic. याच्यामध्ये फक्त कार्बन आणि हायड्रोजन, जरी हायड्रोजन म्हटलं नाही तरी हायड्रोजन आहे. अंडरस्टँड दॅट, बिकॉज हायड्रोजन शिवाय कंपाऊंड होऊ शकत नाही. कार्बनच्या व्हॅलन्सीज कंप्लीट करायला आपल्याला हायड्रोजन लागतं. Carbon is an essential atom in any organic molecule. One or more hydrogen atoms are present in most of the organic compounds. All the other atoms that are found in organic molecules are called as heteroatom. म्हणजे besides carbon and hydrogen, if you find some other, then it will be a heteroatom. The cyclic compounds in which the ring includes one or more heteroatoms such as oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur are known as heterocyclic compound. आता ही एक्झाम्पल्स दिलेले आहे. सायक्लोहेक्झीन हे एक्झाम्पल आहे. सायक्लोहेक्झीन ह्याला का बरं सायक्लोहेक्झीन म्हटलंय, कारण यू हॅव 1 कार्बन, 2 कार्बन, 3 कार्बन, 4 कार्बन, 5 कार्बन, 6 कार्बन. सो इट इज सायक्लोहेक्झेन. पण इकडे एक डबल बॉन्ड आहे त्यामुळे इट इज अन अल्कीन म्हणून त्याला सायक्लोहेक्झीन म्हटलंय. हे कंपाऊंड जे आहे ते पिपरिडीन आहे. दिस इज ऑल्सो अनदर कंपाऊंड वेर इन heteroatom is there nitrogen. Then you have cyclopentanes. Why again 1, 2, 3, 4 आणि 5. So these are 5 carbon atoms. बाकीचे जे व्हॅलन्सीज आहेत त्या हायड्रोजनच्या आहेत, म्हणजे उरलेले जे CH2 आहेत ते. Then you have, this is called as an aromatic compound. हे जे pyrrole आहे ते aromatic compound आहे. Benzene is an aromatic compound. Okay. So all these are example of युअर. आता ह्याच्यामधले कार्बोसायक्लिक किंवा होमोसायक्लिक कुठचे, तर ज्याच्यामध्ये कार्बन आणि हायड्रोजन आहेत दे आर होमोसायक्लिक. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल इन दिस केस कॅन यू टेल मी विच आर होमोसायक्लिक अँड विच आर हिट्रोसायक्लिक. जरा नावं ह्यांची लक्षात ठेवा अँड जस्ट राईट इन टू द चॅट बॉक्स विच आर होमोसायक्लिक अँड विच आर हिट्रोसायक्लिक. ACD, एक मिनिट बघू तरी मला ACD. Okay, A, C and D, very good, is homocyclic, and B and E is heterocyclic. Very correct, very correct. Try this. Observe the compound A2. Identify compound those contain ring of carbon. जे आता मी प्रश्न विचारला तो. Identify in which ring contains at least one atom other. Okay, now coming to next is alicyclic compound. Acha, before we go further, we can make a ring also of this and we can just see that. So बघूया आपण रिंग करता येते का माझ्याकडे जे आहे त्याचे. अरे who is there? Sankalpa, I think you and me are only there. Are you there or nobody is there? You are there. Okay, fine. Suraj is also okay. Suraj was there. He suddenly went. Okay, now Suraj is there. And Arya was there, suppose, because there were 5 people. Anyways, coming back to, yeah, I'm trying to make सायक्लिक कंपाऊंड. सो माझ्याकडे जे मॉडेल जे आहे त्याचं मी करायचा प्रयत्न करते. दिस वॉज ब्युटेन. तर हे जे आहे त्याच्यामध्ये आता सायक्लिक करते मी. बघूया माझ्याकडे. See, everywhere I'm going to attach CH2. Okay, so I'm attaching CH2. त्याच्यानंतर so how many carbon? 1 2 3 4 5 आणि 6. आता हा जो 6व्याचा आहे तो मी याला जॉइन करते. सो यू कॅन सी दॅट आय हॅव फॉर्म्ड अ सायक्लिक स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, कॅन यू, सॉरी मी कुठेतरी भलतीकडे झालं होतं. ओके, फाईन. Is B and E are, yeah, B and E are heterocyclic, very correct. Ata I am showing you this is the cyclic structure. You can see that this is a cyclic structure wherein you have 6 carbon atoms. So ह्याचं नाव काय होईल सांगता येईल तुम्हाला? Cyclic structure. How many carbon atoms are there in this? How many carbon atoms? Yeah, cyclohexane. Very correct. Why? Because there are 6 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 carbon atoms. And it is cyclic, so it is cyclohexane. Remember, this is not aromatic. This is some simple alicyclic structure. हे साधं. And you can see that each carbon atom now has 2 hydrogen atom. प्रत्येक carbon atom कडे 2 hydrogen आहे. ह्याला 2 आहे, त्याच्यानंतर ह्याला 2 आहे, त्याच्यानंतर ह्याला 2 आहे, त्याच्यानंतर सॉरी ह्याला 2 आहेत, ह्याला असं करत करत प्रत्येक स्ट्रक्चर कडे, प्रत्येक कार्बन कडे 2 हायड्रोजन ॲटम आहे. दिस इज अ स्ट्रक्चर वेर इन यू हॅव 6 कार्बन ॲटम. इज इट क्लिअर? सो दिस इज अबाउट सायक्लिक स्ट्रक्चर. सो स्ट्रेट चेन कंपाऊंड आम्ही बघितले, सायक्लिक स्ट्रक्चर्स आपण बघितले. ओके, सॉरी. Yeah. Now coming to alicyclic compound. These are cyclic compounds exhibiting properties similar to those of aliphatic compound. For example, cyclobutane, cyclohexane. हे जे आहे, these are cyclobutane. Here it is. Cyclobutane, cyclohexene दाखवलं त्यांनी. If there was no bond over here, then that is double bond नसता, तर it would be cyclo. Aromatic compounds have special stability. मी मगाशी जसं म्हटलं, they are totally stable compound. They contain benzene ring. ही जी रिंग आहे आता मगाशी आपण बघितली, वरती जाऊन बघूया. This is called as a benzene ring. These are benzenoid aromatic compound. Basic ring is benzene ring. So aromatic compounds containing benzene ring are known as benzenoid aromatic, while those not containing benzene rings are called as non-benzenoid aromatic. For example, benzene. Then you have tropone. ह्याला म्हणतात tropone because it is a ketone. Okay. And then you have phenol, then you have naphthalene. Naphthalene म्हणजे त्या आपल्याकडे घरी आपण ठेवतो बघा, डांबराच्या गोळ्या म्हणतात. ह्याच्यामध्ये कपड्यांना वास वगैरे येऊ नये म्हणून अशा सुरळाच्या सफेद सफेद गोळ्या असतात. Those, that is nothing but naphthalene compound. Okay, so it sublimes. It has got a property of sublimation. Okay, so now coming back to this. So here you have, these are cyclobutane, cyclohexane, naphthalene, phenol, and then you have tropone. Figure 14.8 illustrates some heterocyclic. These are some example of heterocyclic aromatic compounds. Here you have, this is known as furan, oxygen आहे याच्यामध्ये, आणि then you have thiophene. Thia किंवा thio आलं की sulfur आलं. Understand that. It is similar to furan, but you have sulfur in it. You know oxygen, sulfur belong to the same group in the periodic table. Then you have nitrogen, then it becomes pyridine. 6-membered is nitrogen, pyridine. 5-membered, it becomes pyrrole. Okay, next you have tetrahydrofuran. These are non-aromatic compounds. These are same, that is, but when you have hydrogen in it, there is no bond, then they become heterocyclic non-aromatic compounds. Piperidine, pyran, 4H pyran, all these are heterocyclic compounds, but they are non-aromatic compounds. Okay, then we come to next part. Classification based on functional group. So let us see this. Okay, a part of an organic molecule which undergoes a change as a result of reaction is called as functional group. This can be asked as a definition of 1 mark, that what is a functional group. So functional group is that which undergoes a change, a part of the molecule as a result of a reaction is called as a functional group. Okay, understand this. In the above illustration, Magashi, I didn't take that example, but there is one example which is given there. Let us go back to that, then we can come back over here. So we are talking about this functional. Before we go to functional group, was it clear to you? What is it? See, how was the chapter started? The chapter was started. Yeah, we discussed how benzene represents. Benzene represent, that is given in the textbook. Again, I don't want to go back to benzene because we have to talk about this chapter. Benzene chemistry is a different chemistry. So right now I'm not going back again to that. Benzene is represented in the, they have shown, when I go back to your, this, I'll show you. Benzene actually, okay, maybe I can show it over here. Okay. This is what is, it is a 6-membered cyclic structure, but it has unsaturated. So it has got 1, 2, 3. This is how benzene is represented. Magashi mi dakhwala पण तुला की benzene has 2 ways it can be represented. So it can be represented like this also, that is, you're changing the positions of the bond also. And this is a resonance hybrid. These structures can be represented, these two structures can be represented also as in this form. See, if I go into this detail, you will not understand it. That is the reason why I don't want to talk about aromatic compound again and again. Right now, only understand over here that you have this special the compounds which have a different kind of a stability and which show, say, a substitution reaction rather than addition reaction. So you don't know most of the things, right? So that is the reason why I can't go directly to benzene. Yeah, alternate double bonds, correct. Okay, it is represented with alternate double bond. That is called as conjugation. Anyways, now coming back to, we started the chapter with general how to represent an organic compound. Then we talked about the Newman projection formula, Fisher projection formula. Before that, we talked about the line structure. Then we talked about the zigzag structure, condensed formula, structural formula. So all those things we discussed, wedge dot formula. Now, then we are talking about the classification of organic compound. Ultimately, why? Because organic compound is a special branch wherein carbon forms many compounds, and that is the reason why we are studying it. And the property is because of its ability to form branching and covalent bonds, that is single, double, and triple covalent bonds and triple bonds, and also it has got the ability to form catenation, that is chain-like branching structure, cyclic structure. Then we talked about classification of organic compound. They can be classified into straight chain compound, that is your aliphatic or acyclic compound, and your cyclic compound. Cyclic compounds are further classified as homocyclic and heterocyclic. Homocyclic compounds are further classified as your alicyclic, acyclic and alicyclic, be careful, alicyclic and aromatic compounds, and heterocyclic, heteroaromatic compound, and non-heteroaromatic compound. So that was how we arrived at. See here, this was the classification tree. Remember this. Non-aromatic compounds, non-benzenoid, aromatic also, further benzenoid and non-benzenoid. This is how was a benzene ring which is represented. Fine. And then now we are going to, then we looked into all these different structures, and now we are going to talk about the functional group. So let us do that next week about the functional group, because I think here we'll be starting with the different functional group and you will have to learn them. Okay. I think your colleges have not yet started. Any idea when your college is going to start? Okay, fine. So let us meet next Friday. Okay. Was it clear to you all so far what we have done? The second list hasn't come. Okay, very good. Yes, fine. So good night.